Greetings everybody and welcome back to WagerTalk TV. This is Pavlos to break down the first leg of the Champions League semi-final on Tuesday. It's a huge match between two European giants. PSG, Paris saint-germain are just hosting Bayern Munich in the first leg. In this video I'm gonna give you guys a couple of pretty nice insights. I dug deep for these stats. A couple of betting opportunities. I got a side bet, I got some player props, so stick around. We're gonna have a lot of potential leans for Tuesday's semi-finals. You can find all my plays at wt.buzz/pl. We have discounted passes for 3, 7, 30, 90 and 365 days of soccer. The more you buy, the more you earn basically. If you get any pass longer than 30 days, basically the 90 days or the yearly pass, you'll also get my World Cup plays and all summer plays. And if you've been around long enough, you know that I'm lethal in the summer months, not so much in the winter months, but summer months are just my best, by far my best and most profitable months. In the last 3 summers alone, we made plus 277 units of profit. And of course, we also got the World Cup, the biggest World Cup this world has ever seen. We got the Leagues Cup as well, where we traditionally make a lot of money. Won money or basically turned a profit in 8 of the last 9 major competitions. That's Euros, World Cups, Copa Americas, Africa Cup of Nations. The only actually competition that we didn't turn a profit was this year's Africa Cup of Nations. And we only dropped like 4 units on that one, and if Morocco had won in the final, we would be even. So yeah, I know these competitions very well. I know the summer competitions even better. Yeah, so you can find all my all access passes at wt.buzz/pl. Onwards to our free plays. PSG versus Bayern. PSG plus 120 to qualify. Bayern minus 142. I mean, just pre-game and before anything happens, there's definitely value in backing reigning champions PSG. Although this is probably the hardest match they've faced in quite a while. For regulation in this first leg, PSG plus 135 favorites, the draw is at plus 290, Bayern Munich plus 180 underdogs on the road, and the spread is set at a quarter of a goal, and the total is set at 3.5. Now the two teams last met in November in the league phase. Bayern won by 2-1 in this venue, but the game was under very, very different circumstances. For example, Kvaratskhelia, who has been like, I don't know, maybe one of PSG's best players in recent months, because he did have a dip in form at some point. He wasn't available in that game. Actually, he was available, but he was on the bench. He didn't get used for a single minute, but right now he's in top form and ready to help PSG in this game. Now PSG, they had a disallowed goal early in that game that would have tied it at 1-1. Then 3 minutes later, Dembele was injured and had to be subbed by Lee Kang-in, who, yeah, he's a talented guy, but he's probably the worst of the wingers they have because, again, Desiree Doué was injured, Kvaratskhelia was injured, so, I mean, having to thrust Lee Kang-in in a game against Bayern, I mean, you get what I'm trying to say, right? So then Hakimi got injured in late first half after Luis Diaz's murderous tackle that saw Luis Diaz getting sent off. Hakimi missed like 5 or 6 weeks of soccer. So yeah, nothing went to PSG's way in that game, but they still managed to dominate the second half. They had 19 shots, 8 on target. They allowed Bayern just 2 shots and 1 on target. So PSG had a whopping 86% possession in that second half and 71% all game. So despite all the injuries, they played a pretty solid game. So prior to that, the two teams, they met in the quarterfinals of the Club World Cup last summer. PSG won by 2-0 despite seeing a red card in the 82nd minute and then another red card in the stoppage time as they scored the second goal on the counter while down 2 men. Now this game was spoiled by bad referee decisions. He should have shown Donnarumma a red card and a penalty kick for a serious foul that he did on Musiala inside the penalty area at the end of the second half, at the end of the first half, if you remember that game. Donnarumma just did an awkward foul to Musiala, which caused Musiala to fall down and break his collarbone, which resulted in Musiala missing like 6 months or 7 months of soccer, and he hasn't been the same since. So it was a weird game. Yeah, there's been a lot of cards. These two have met 10 times in the last 10 years. the cards have been pretty frequent. I mean, there's been at least 5 cards in 8 of the last 10 matches in those 10 years. At least we saw a red card in 4 of the last 5. So why I'm saying this? I'm saying this because we got a red card. Wait, let me see here. Red card is at plus 420 at FanDuel, which is a huge number and definitely exploitable. I mean, again, there have been 4 red cards in the last 5 head-to-head matches, and I also like the over 4 cards Asian line minus 105 right now. We saw at least 4 cards in 9 of the last 10 and at least 5 cards in 8 of the last 10, with 6, 6 and 9 cards in the last 3. So definitely see at least 4 cards here. Again, these Asian lines, the over 4 cards Asian line means that if there are exactly 4 cards, we get our money back. But I definitely see 4 cards or more than 0, 1 or 2, 3 or 2 or 3 cards. So over 4 cards is minus 105. I definitely like that. If you don't have access to Asian lines, I'd maybe reduce my stake and take the over 4.5 cards. And also small stake on the red card at plus 420. Again, FanDuel have a huge number for just to compare for other books, plus 320 at MGM. So that plus 420 at FanDuel is pretty high and pretty solid. I'd still take that plus 320 on MGM. To be honest, I'd still take it to plus 300, plus 250 maybe, the red card. Now here's the thing. There is a pattern here. Actually, I'm gonna leave the pattern alone. I'm gonna go to the referee, who is quite a controversial pick by UEFA. He's the Swiss-German Sandro Sarer. Now, he's favored German teams in the past, right? He's a Swiss national, but I think he has like a double nationality with Germany. But anyway, Switzerland and Germany are like cousins, right? So he's favored German teams in the past, and he's kind of not favored French teams in the past. Like, for example, last season, he was the referee in the French-German battle between Lille and Dortmund in the Champions League in the round of 16. Dortmund won by 2-1 on the road. He awarded Dortmund a penalty kick in that match. And, I remember Lille's president, he came out after the game and he said, this is a very controversial referee. I mean, I have his quote right here. When the referee was appointed and I saw that he's Swiss-German, I found it special. At halftime, he spoke with the Dortmund players exclusively in German. So about a month after that incident, he officiated the Europa League quarterfinal between Man United and Lyon, another French team. So he sent off Lyon's Tolisso at the 89th minute and with a score at 2-2. So the match went to extra time. Lyon managed to score 2 goals while down a man and take a 2-goal lead. Then the referee awarded a penalty kick to Man United. Man United scored 3 goals in a 7-minute span, won by 5-4. So another French team was kind of mugged under this referee. So it's a small sample, I know, but this referee might not be impartial here. So I checked out his stats. I'm not gonna bother you with numbers in this video. I'm gonna post a free play at wt.buzz/pl with the full breakdown of these numbers. You can see his stats, his card stats per season, his penalty stats per season, his lifetime average in the Champions League. Long story short, he gives a lot of penalty kicks, a lot of red cards, so I wouldn't be surprised if he favored Bayern Munich a little bit too much in this game. Now here's the kicker, and I had to double check because I thought this was a mistake. French teams like PSG, they have just a 15.7% win rate when officiated by this referee. 17.7% win rate. They got 3 wins, 5 draws, 9 losses with this referee, who is a Swiss national, but Lille's president said he's a Swiss German, so I don't know, but again, I wouldn't be surprised. German teams like Bayern Munich, they have a 69% win rate when officiated by Sandro Sarer. They had 9 wins, 0 draws, and 4 losses. So I'm thinking, getting Bayern Munich plus a quarter of a goal at minus 125, I'm not discovering America here, right? I mean, they've been playing the best soccer in Europe right now. They remind us of last season's PSG, to be honest. I mean, they just have this special something, man. On the weekend, they were 3-0 down to Mainz, and then they pushed Olise and Kane in the second half. They subbed them in, and they won by 3-4. I mean, they're just out there doing side quests right now. So yeah, Bayern Munich, I mean, even they're just scary. And I know PSG are equally scary, but maybe not so equally scary, right? Do you know what I mean? I mean, they're two of the best teams in Europe right now, but one of them, and that's Bayern, they look just a bit better right now. So Bayern Munich plus a quarter of a goal, minus 125. I wouldn't be surprised, especially, I'm going to say this again, French teams under this coach, they have a 15.7% win rate. German teams, 69% win rate. I mean, come on, man. Like, really. So, with that potential bias in mind, I have another crazy stat for you guys. As I said, these two have played 10 head-to-head matches in the last 10 years. Wingbacks get carded 100% of the time. I'm gonna say it again. A wingback, like these are the left back, the right back, or the left wing back, or the right wing back. Players that are defenders and they play on the sides, wingbacks. A wingback has been carded in 100% of the times these two met in the last 10 years. In the league phase in November, it was Stanisic who played as a left back and Nuno Mendes as a left back. So the two left backs got carded. In the Club World Cup in the summer, it was Leimer, right back for Bayern Munich, and Lucas Hernandez as a center back that got carded. In the league phase last season, it was Hakimi, right back, and Mendes, left back for PSG that got carded. Back in 2023, Hakimi played as a right wing back, he got carded, he got actually the only card of the game in that second leg. And in the first leg we saw Benjamin Pavard, who was a center back in a back line of three, get 2 yellows, and Kimpembe, right back for PSG, also getting carded. In 2021, we saw PSG's right back Colin Dagba get a red card in the second leg, and Lucas Hernandez, who played as a left back for Bayern, he got a yellow card in the first leg. In the 2020 final, we saw both left backs getting carded, Davies for Bayern and Kurzawa for PSG, who came on for Bernat as a substitution, but still, it's a wing back. And lastly, back in the 2017-18 season, these two met in the group phase. Joshua Kimmich, who by the way back then he was playing as a right back, he got carded in both matches. So there you have it, 100% hit rate on a wingback getting carded. Now, what do we make of this? Okay, let's see now. DraftKings. Let's go to DraftKings for these odds. Actually, the four wingbacks are Leimer and Stanisic for Bayern Munich, and Mendes and Hakimi for PSG. Leimer to be carded, and he's actually the most probable, is plus 205. Stanisic to be carded is plus 340. Nuno Mendes to be carded is plus 380, and Hakimi to be carded is plus 320. You see, 3 of those 4 are plus 300 or better, and only Leimer is at plus 200. So a logic here, one of the logics, I still haven't decided which logic and which system I'm gonna use, but I'm definitely doing something with those wing backs. One of the easiest way to bet this is either pick one player that you think is gonna get carded and just ride with it. 1 unit bet or whatever, just one bet. You put all your eggs in one basket, if it lands, it lands. There is another system or a tactic. You can get 1 unit in each player, equal stake bets, 1 unit on Leimer, 1 unit on Stanisic, 1 unit on Mendes, 1 unit on Hakimi. If one of them gets carded, at least we get either most of our stake back or a small profit. We get most of our stake back if Leimer gets carded. We turn a profit if one of the other players gets carded. If 2 or more players get carded and we have equal stake bets in each one, we more than double our investment. Then you can take another route. You can take same game parlays with 2 of those. For example, Leimer and Stanisic, Leimer and Mendes, Leimer and Hakimi, or Stanisic and Mendes, or Stanisic and Hakimi, or Hakimi and Mendes. This complicates things a little bit, but if you make like small 2-player same game parlays, you have, I mean, these odds are gonna be like, I don't know, maybe plus 1,000, plus 1,200. You can lower your stake. So all I'm saying is that I still haven't decided, this is shot on a Monday, right? This video is shot on a Monday. I still haven't decided which tactic I'm gonna use. I'm still trying to figure out who are the most possible players to get carded. And as I said before, this is a referee that continuously favors German teams and doesn't favor French teams. So I wouldn't be surprised if either Mendes or Hakimi, who are both PSG players, got carded. So I think Mendes and Hakimi might be worth 1 unit each, and we'll see about Leimer and Stanisic. Here's the thing about Leimer and Stanisic. Like, Leimer usually plays on the right flank, right? And Stanisic on the left. In the last, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 games, Coach Kompany has flipped them. Like, he put Stanisic on the left and like Leimer on the left and Stanisic on the right. I don't want to get too technical, but for whatever reason, Leimer is doing more fouls now than he does as a right back. And it, you know, it only makes sense for the wing backs to get carded because both sides, they have thermonuclear weapons down those left flanks. For example, Hakimi is a right back for PSG, right? He has to face Luis Diaz and Leimer. Leimer is not that great of a, you know, of an offensive player, but still he's pretty decent. Nuno Mendes, he has to face Olise and Stanisic. I mean, then you go to Stanisic, he has to face Kvaratskhelia and Mendes. Then you go to Leimer, he has to face Doué and Hakimi. These are, I mean, we'll see a lot of, and you know, keep in mind that Olise, for example, I was looking at some players that Olise is by far Bayern's most fouled player, but he's also the player with the second most fouls. So I wouldn't be surprised by Olise and Mendes, you know, bickering down that right flank. Again, guys, come back to my page tomorrow on Tuesday. I'm gonna have some like betting opportunities because right now I'm just spitting stats and facts. I still haven't decided which players I'm gonna use. I'm definitely looking that wing back situation where at least one of them is gonna get carded. I mean, I'm very, very positive. So we either go singles or we go with the same game parlay. We'll see. We'll see. I'm just looking at some other you know, stats as well. So okay, that being said, we took 17 minutes already. Let's do a recap. Before our recap, I want to invite you guys to like and subscribe to our channel. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about these games. I know I got a little technical and maybe I said too much. But yeah, I'm gonna have a bunch of plays in this game, like 1-2 units. And this is a semi-final between two of the best teams. I don't have like a 4 or 5%. This is a game where you pick like props, like big numbers. If they land, they land. So the side bet here is, for me, is Bayern plus a quarter of a goal, minus 125. I think that's a fair price. And again, we have a really weird referee that favors German teams and doesn't favor French teams. I like the over 4 cards Asian line, which is minus 105. If you can't find this, the over 4.5 cards has a little bit more risk, so maybe just reduce the stake. Potential red card awarded at plus 420 at FanDuel. Big number for something that has happened 4 times in the last 5 head-to-head matches. And then, of course, we got the 100% hit rate for at least one wing back to be carded. Again, the wing backs are Hakimi and Nuno Mendes for PSG and Leimer and Stanisic for Bayern. Again, those are going to be ready tomorrow because I've been looking at numbers all day and my brain just simply is shutting down soon. So there you have it. I don't like totals, to be honest, because I didn't talk about totals. The total is, what is it, 3.5? Yeah, 3.5. A lot of people will rush to take the over, and I wouldn't blame them, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, each of the last 6 head-to-head matches between PSG and Bayern Munich went under 3.5 goals, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of 6 went to the under 2.5 goals. So be careful with that total. I mean, you can get the under and there are like 5 goals in the first half, or you can get the over and there are disallowed goals, missed penalty kicks. I don't know. Totals are strange. Just be careful on this one, right? Let me know in the comments below what you think about these games and which wing back are we gonna get to get carded. Good luck. God bless.